Well, hello to my lovely viewers, it's PNG. Thank you for tuning to my One Piece Bounty Rush video. And today I'm gonna do the third and the final part series for the medal sets, and today it's for the runners. Runners medal sets are it's actually quite flexible. It really depends on what character you use. The medal set that I'll be recommending today are more designed for the runners to have the max capturing speed as possible, because runner class are designed to run around, grab as much treasure, and provide your team the advantage as much as possible. The league's main goal is to win by the most treasure captured. So runner sets just really depending on what character you use. Some of the runners does need the capture speed. They are more designed to attack or even defend. But if you want to be a good runner class, then have a medal set that provides you the best capturing speed, then you will win a lot of games with it. So it really depends, but the medal set I'll recommend today, as I mentioned, is for capturing. And if you do have any other medal set that you want to recommend, leave a comment down below and share your knowledge to the community and other players to play fair and know what is the best medal set they could develop apart from my recommendation. So let's just go to the medal sets then. So the first medal set is the best medal set, I would say personally, and it's probably the most popular one, which is this one. Scalpel medals here, and then Billow White medal and King Kong Gun medal. And it provides you skill 1 cooldown, some skill 2, dodge cooldown, capture speed, some damage increase, and extra capture speed depending if you meet the requirement. HP 70% or above, or if the treasure gauge of your enemies is 50% or above, you get faster capture. I would say this is the best perfect balance medal set to have some damage increase, capture speed, and it just works really well. Then the second one, very similar, but this time it will involve Hard Boil medal, Billow White medal, and Scalpel medal. Provides you skill 1 and 2 cooldown, capture speed, dodge cooldown, and some capture speed. Then yeah, the extra requirements, and plus the benefit is if you have a runner doesn't have HP recovery, which is most likely the older characters, then you could use this to build it, because these 3 medals you can actually make it if you have those characters, which is Senior Pink, Red Dolphy, and also Dressrosa Law. But of course, if any older players are around, you could also use instead of the Senior Pink medal, you could actually use the Lucy medal, which is the Dressrosa Luffy, another Dressrosa Luffy. That will also work out as well. If you don't have this medal, then you can use the this medal instead. So it works really well for HP recovery runners that doesn't have HP recovery after capture. Then the third one, it involves Chopper Merriman medal, Sober Mars medal, and Chopper Whole Cake Island medal. This medal set, I built it and working on it to design for Sober Mask, because Sober Mask or any other runners that gains advantage on capturing a treasure and gets skill 1 cooldown, it will work out really well for them. Someone like Oden will work really well as well, because it does provide you skill 1 and 2 cooldown, dodge cooldown, and some capture speed, and plus every time you capture a treasure you get a 13% skill 1 cooldown. So it works really well for someone like, as I said, Sober Mask and Oden. And then the Usopp runner set. It involves, of course, God Usopp medal, Usopp medal, and also Green Star medal. It's not a bad medal set. It does provide you some good capture speeds. You do get a skill 2 cooldown, 20% capture speed, and depending on the medal set's requirement, the trait, then you can gain those extra capture speed from the last 60-second, or if your ally is not nearby, and also if your enemy's treasure is more than 50%, you get an extra 8% capture speed. So it's a situational medal set, but it's not bad. This is actually quite a good medal set if you want to build for runners. And then another one, the Nami medal set. It involved a event medal. So if you have played this game for the last 6 months, you should have had this medal. So it involves Bikini Nami, Climate Baton medal, and then of course Cat Burglar medal. Skill 2 cooldown, some extra capture speed, very similar to God Usopp's one. So if you want to build something like that, and depending on the situation, you'll get all these capture speed like if your allies are not nearby, and if your HP above 70%, and if the enemy's treasure is more than 50%, less than 50%, then you can get the extra capture speed. So this is another alternative to Usopp medal. Then the Kozuki Runner set is a event medal set. If you have played this game for over a year now, you should have had these medal sets. So you got involves Veteran Kunoichi medal and Momonosuke medal and Hirori medal. Skill 1 cooldown, extra capture speed, and every time when your team has less treasure, you get a skill 2 cooldown 10%. And every time you capture a treasure, you get a skill 2 cooldown 5%. And then of course, if your enemy's treasure is less than 50%, you will get a 8% capture speed. So this medal set is only great for anyone that's been playing for a year, and depending on your character, on your runner, if it's a heavily skill 2 cooldown base, then go for this one. This is a good medal set for runners who need skill 2 cooldown. And then the final one, Brock Capture. So corrupt Brock medal set, which involves one medal, event medal, Miss Double Finger medal, and Miss All Sunday medal, and then of course Miss Golden Week medal. Includes skill 1 and 2 cooldown, dodge cooldown, some capture speed. So it also involves some, depending if you meet the requirement, when the team has less treasure, you get 8% capture speed. And if you have more than 70% of your HP, you get 8% capture. And also then, if your opponent's treasure gauge is less than 50%, you get 6% capture speed. So these are the medal sets that I recommend for runners. So if you do have any other better one than mine, then share it on the comment, and then hopefully that I can learn something and some of the viewers can learn something. But these are the medal set for capturing speed. So hopefully this information did become helpful. If you did find this video very useful, then like the video and share the video for anyone want to see what runners medal set they could use to compete in the meta. So hopefully that it was very useful to you guys then, and I'll see you next time in the next video then. See ya.